Coming to you live from the TSTV studio, it's Late Night Review with Kate Salkowitz and Jack Overbeck.
Good evening and welcome to Late Night Review, where we talk about what's happening
and what's not.
I'm Jack Overbeck.
I'm Kate Salkowitz, and here are tonight's top stories. This past Sunday, the Winter Olympics came to an end in South Korea. It's been reported that during the games, Vice President Pence had scheduled diplomatic talks with Kim Jong-un's sister, but the meeting had to be canceled at the last minute when Pence's wife was unavailable to chaperone.
Video surveillance from the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School has shown that the school resource officer, who was armed at the time, waited outside and did not confront the shooter at all during the attack. Because you know how that old saying goes, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a spine.
In regards to the Parkland shooting, President Trump said, "I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon." Soon adding quietly under his breath, "It was pizza day in the cafeteria."
The Weinstein Company has announced plans to file for bankruptcy, but it just needs a few months in rehab and then everything will be fine. Austin is still being considered as one of the new Amazon headquarters locations. However, not everyone is excited. The new HQ might result in gentrification, rising rent prices, and worse traffic.
Here to comment is Jeff Bezos. What? What do you mean we didn't get him? Who? Okay. Here to comment is Ernie Keebler.
You mean the... Oh my God. Ah!
Good evening and welcome to Late Night Review.
Ernie, what? You brought cookies? Why do you care about Amazon's headquarters?
That's bigoted, Jack. You know what? That's actually racist. You news scum.
What? News scum? I don't understand. How does this affect you?
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to have a position, but why are you here to talk about it?
You fools. You think it's all about gentrification? Yeah, sure. Let us, the white people, talk about gentrification. You don't know anything about discrimination. You don't.
And you do?
Ernie, it's okay. It's okay, you can go on.
My whole family? We're being displaced. We might die.
Wait, but why don't you just move into another tree? You know, one that's more comfortable. Wait, there's not even, what are you talking? It's downtown. Where are there trees?
Speak for yourself, Jack.
Wait, that's the hollow tree? That's so tiny.
How do you even all fit in there?
First of all, it's not the size that matters, Jack. It's how you use it. You should know that. And two, we suck in.
Okay.
So, how exactly, what's your proposition to get this changed? How does this really affect you?
Listen, to comment on your nice earlier question, Jack, I can't just move. Do you know how much rent I pay as it is? I run a multi-million-dollar cookie company, and I can't even afford a riverside apartment. Or even a nice tree at Zilker.
Ernie.
My home gets pissed on all day, Jack. And not just by dogs. Listen.
By who then?
We're being torn down for one of the parking lots for Amazon.
I understand.
And
so
it's really hard when there's not a prompter.
It's really hard.
what would you like to say to Jeff Bezos?
You know what I'd like to say? I'm calling on the rising class to rise up and stand with me.
No. You can't protest on TV. We'll get suspended.
Brother, come. Join me, and together we will take down Jack, Kate, and even Nabisco.
Wait a second. What happened to Jeff Bezos and Amazon and all of that? I thought your beef was with them, not us.
Listen, Jack, I don't care who, builds there. I just want them to move the plans over a few blocks so that I don't have to get kicked out. And, it'll all be fine. I'm just suggesting, 1806 Nueces Street or whatever. That's a casual suggestion.
Isn't that where Tiff Streets is? Wait a minute, did you just come on here to slander other cookie companies?
Ernie Keebler, everyone.
Can we get an intern?
Yeah, please, intern.
The Russian presidential race is gathering steam with the election slated for March 18th of this year. The competition has been brutal so far. It's anyone's guess who will take it this year.
The New York Times has reported that China's Communist Party will be abolishing limits on presidential terms, effectively allowing Xi Jinping to remain in his position of power indefinitely. So it's a good thing Trump can't read.
Shares of a cannabis company were just listed on a major U.S. stock exchange for the first time ever. The initial public offer was $10 a G.
Increased airstrikes in the Syrian rebel enclave of eastern Ghouta have ravaged the area and are killing hundreds of people every week. Said Trump on the issue, "We must protect Ghouta, along with brie, cheddar, and maybe even some of those Stacy's pita chips. They are essential."
The adult toy industry broke new ground last week by introducing a vibrator that orders pizza for you after you orgasm. Weird, doesn't masturbation usually start after a pizza delivery?
In the wake of the Parkland school shooting, several school districts around the country are banning students from using backpacks as a way to make schools safer. Banning high-capacity backpacks before we ban high-capacity magazines. That's like banning grandmas from using handbags to prevent the use of butterscotch candies.
President Trump has been privately pushing for his personal pilot to become the head of the Federal Aviation Administration. His background in the airline industry makes him more qualified than half of Trump's cabinet. Next, he will be appointing his personal trainer as head of Health and Human Services.
Another subway near campus was robbed last week, and at this point, you've got to imagine the culprit's rap sheet is about a foot long. Yeah, anyway, since this keeps happening, here to comment is a man beating a dead horse.
Come on, get up! This is still funny!
For Late Night Review, I'm Jack Overbeck.
I'm Kate Salkowitz.
Good night.
Good night.
Get up!